Have you ever wondered what happened to the 12 disciples of Jesus after the resurrection? Who were these men? And how did their journeys end? Today, we're going on a visual journey to meet each of Jesus' closest followers, learn what made them special in the Bible, and discover how they died. Let's begin. 1. Peter, the rock. Peter, originally named Simon, was a fisherman when Jesus called him. Jesus gave him the nickname Peter, meaning rock. He was bold, passionate, sometimes impulsive, the one who walked on water. He healed the sick, escaped prison, and later denied Jesus 3 times. But after the resurrection, Peter became a fearless leader of the early church. Acts 2 shows him preaching on the day of Pentecost, and 3,000 were saved. Jesus foretold Peter's death to him in John 21:18-19. Tradition says Peter was crucified in Rome under Emperor Nero around 64 AD. Peter requested to be crucified upside down as he felt unworthy to die like Jesus. 2. Andrew, the first called. Andrew, Peter's brother, was a disciple of John the Baptist before following Jesus. He's best known for bringing others to Christ, even introducing Peter to Jesus. He preached in modern-day Turkey and Greece, and he also brought the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish to Jesus. Andrew is believed to have been crucified on an X-shaped cross in Patras, Greece. He reportedly preached for 2 days while hanging to those passing by until his last breath. 3. James the Greater, son of thunder. James, the son of Zebedee and brother of John, was part of Jesus' inner circle, witnessing the transfiguration and the agony in Gethsemane. He was called a son of thunder, probably because of his fiery zeal. James was the first apostle to be martyred. Acts 12:1-2 tells us that King Herod Agrippa had him killed by the sword, likely beheaded, around 44 AD. 4. John, the beloved John, James's brother, is called the disciple whom Jesus loved. He was close to Jesus, present at the cross where Jesus entrusted him with Mary. He wrote the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles, and the book of Revelation. John is the only apostle not martyred and believed to have died a natural death. Tradition says Emperor Domitian tried to kill him by boiling him in oil, but John survived. So he was exiled to Patmos. Instead, where he wrote Revelation and died peacefully in Ephesus around 90 to 100 AD, he is the only apostle not martyred. 5. Philip, the questioner. Philip was from Bethsaida, like Peter and Andrew. He's known for asking Jesus questions that led to powerful truths. He also brought Nathanael to Jesus. Tradition says Philip was crucified or hanged in Hierapolis, modern Turkey, around 80 AD for converting the mayor's wife. 6. Bartholomew, the true Israelite. Also known as Nathanael, Jesus described him in John 1:47 as truly an Israelite in whom there is no deceit. Bartholomew may have traveled as far as India, preaching the gospel. Tradition claims he was flayed alive and beheaded for destroying a pagan idol. A brutal martyrdom for his unwavering faith. 7. Matthew, the tax collector. Turned evangelist. Matthew was a tax collector, despised by many, until Jesus called him and he left wealth to follow Jesus. He wrote the first gospel, emphasizing Jesus as the promised Messiah. Tradition says Matthew was stabbed to death in Ethiopia for rebuking King Hyrtacus of his desire to marry his own niece. 8. Thomas, the doubter who believed. Thomas was a loyal and honest man. But like all of us, Thomas had weaknesses. Thomas is best remembered for doubting Jesus' resurrection until he saw him. Doubting Thomas's faith soared after touching Christ's scars. He built churches in India. Tradition says Thomas traveled to India, where he was speared to death by local authorities around 72 AD. 9. James the Less, the quiet witness. James, son of Alphaeus, is called James the Less, possibly to distinguish him from the other James, the son of Zebedee, or indicates that he was younger or smaller in stature. Tradition holds that he was stoned, then clubbed to death for refusing to deny Christ. 10. Thaddaeus, the forgotten apostle. Also called Judas, son of James, he is the one who asked Jesus a deep question in John 14:22. But, Lord, why do you intend to show yourself to us and not to the world? A man of mystery, but faithful. He preached in Mesopotamia and Persia. Tradition says he was killed by an axe for converting a pagan king's sons. 11th. Simon the Zealot, the revolutionary turned disciple. Simon, the former revolutionary, was a member of the Zealots' party who was zealous for Jewish independence and throwing off Roman rule. He traded violence for gospel peace after Jesus called him. He preached in Persia and was martyred with Jude. Tradition claims he was sawn in half while evangelizing in Persia for refusing to sacrifice to the sun god. 12th. Judas Iscariot, the betrayer. He was the treasurer of the group and used this trusted position to steal from their resources. Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 silver coins and later felt deep remorse. Overcome with guilt, he went away and hanged himself, and his dead body fell into the very field he purchased with the 30 silver coins. He was replaced by Matthias, and traditions say Matthias was stoned and beheaded in Jerusalem. Their deaths weren't just tragic endings. They were powerful testimonies. The way they died reveals the truth of the gospel. No one willingly suffers torture and death for a lie. Yet these men faced the most brutal ends, not to gain power or fame, but because they had seen Jesus' resurrection, that they would rather die than deny it. The resurrection of Jesus wasn't a belief they held. It was a reality they witnessed, and that reality was worth everything to them, even their lives. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more Bible truth. One doodle at a time. See you in the next video.